You guys, I am so over this. I was just at Whole Foods trying to get scallops. 20. A count of 20 scallops. Please tell me, pause this video, how much do you think it was? How much? Because I'm sitting there, I'm like, oh, I really want some scallops. There was really only like 2 options. And one of the options, it was a count of 20 to 30. And it was legitimately $37, I think. And I was just like, 20 to 30 scallops. They weren't even that big. They were probably like this big, frozen, which means they'll probably be this big cooked. So if you know, you know. And I'm like, okay, let me like give it a try. So I put it in my cart. I get to checkout and I look down and it's $48. $48 for 20 to 30 scallops that I won't even consider big. Like once they're cooked, they're going to be average sized scallops. What's in the actual fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Please comment below. What's the most ridiculous price you've seen lately? Because I need to know.
If you feel like you're paying more for everything these days, you're right. Inflation just hit its highest rate in a year. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, the Producer Price Index was 2.2% over the last 12 months. That measures the change in prices that manufacturers pay to suppliers, and that predicts whether prices will go up for consumers. Tomorrow, the Consumer Price Index for April will be released, which is an even more important measure of the state of inflation.
You guys, groceries are too expensive, and you want to know how I know that? Here's some proof for you. 4 payments. You can split your grocery bill up into 4 payments on Klarna. That shouldn't even be an option. Groceries should not be so expensive that people have to make payments on them in order to feed their family. Groceries are a necessity. You need them to survive. You need food to survive. So why on earth are they to the price point where there are people in this world that are probably having to make payments to feed their family? That is insane to me. Absolutely insane. I think that this has been on here for a while, but it just now registered that this was the payment system to me. I just always ignored this. Are you having to put your groceries on payments? I have not yet. I don't ever plan to do that because I don't even know what I would do. Like, that is insane. Oh my goodness. If you are using this option, I pray that you get in a better situation. This world's way too expensive. That is all.
I have not had beef in so long, and this is why. Bro, we are literally living in hell. Chuck short ribs, $22. Bottom round steak, $14, $17. Chuck boneless, $13, $17. Okay, some ribs. Cube steak, $10.29. Pot roast, $28.86. Okay, bottom round, $15.92. Now, mind you, I am in Publix, right? But I went to Fresco, which is the cheap supermarket in the hood, and the prices were the same. Beef shoulder for pot roast, $37, okay? $28 for thinly sliced ribeye. T-bone steak, $22.43. I think that's okay. Tell me if I'm wrong. New York strip, 2 New York strips, $30.95. Like, is beef a luxury now? Is eating the meat of the cow a luxury now? Eating cow meat is a luxury in America in 2025. Even look at this ground beef. $12.05, okay? $11.29 for literally 1 pound. This, as a solo person, I could probably make three servings out of that. The ground chuck is a little bit cheaper, but it's a little also more fatty, as you can see. They got the grass fed up here, $10 for 1 pound. Okay, $11.29, $12.39. This is absolute insanity. Like, I don't even remember the last time I had a steak, even a cheap one. Even a damn strip steak for a stir fry, which you're gonna put like noodles and vegetables, other things, $17, $18. Like, what is going on, man? Salmon too. Haven't had salmon in a long time because the price is freaking crazy out of control. People are not angry and suffering enough yet, clearly.
I just wanted to tell y'all I spent $100 at the grocery store on these items. $100 for 5 bags, 2 items, a drink, and some chicken, and some vegetables. The fuck going on in America?
I'm getting fed up with the prices of groceries. The price of groceries are too fucking sky high, and some things need to change. Because to be spending $1,000 a month cash in groceries, if not more, it might be more than $1,000. I'm like, how is that possible? Like, I just went shopping last week and I spent over $300. This week the food's gone. The whole 6 days later, literally 6, not even 7 days. 6 days later, the food's pretty much gone. The fridge is bare. I'm like, how? Because $300 don't get you shit. That's how. So when you used to be able to go and spend, you know, $150 and fill up your cabinet's fridge, and now it lasts you a couple weeks. $300 is not lasting anybody a week. Like, dude, shit needs to change. Either I'm gonna start walking my happy ass out with those carts, just like people used to do back in the days of addiction, but filled with TVs and electronics. My shit's gonna be filled with food. I don't care. Call the cops.
Just seeing if you guys are okay, because I just went to the grocery store and want to vomit by how much I just spent on, like, I feel like nothing. I feel like I barely bought anything, and I feel physically sick with how much I spent on what I feel like was barely anything. Eggs are like over $5 a carton right now. So just checking on you guys. Are you guys okay? Because I'm not. Help.
10 years ago, someone predicted the future and told me then that I would be making what I'm making now salary-wise, but I would be struggling and barely making it paycheck to paycheck and paying for food for 7 people. I would say, you're crazy. I can't even imagine making that kind of money. 7 mouths? That's a lot. And I know everyone is struggling, and trust me, we are too. Every time my car insurance gets renewed, it goes up in price. So every 6 months it's increasing by quite a bit. I shop around and I can't even find a better rate. Every year, my taxes, my homeowner's insurance go up. My payment increased by $700 last year because of taxes and insurance increasing. That's $700 additional a month because the escrow that was paid out wasn't high enough the year prior. And I haven't even started paying on my student loans yet. That's another $1,000 a month. I know this is sad, but honestly, if I was eligible to file for Chapter 7, I totally would. Just to help alleviate some of the financial stress and burden, because you just feel like you can't get ahead. A few years ago, like what we were making, I could throw money, you know, at credit card debt and things like that. Now with inflation and how much everything's costing, there is no extra money to put anywhere. Like, I don't get how people are surviving. We work very, very hard, and we can't get ahead. I know many can relate to this.
Oh, I'm getting older because I'll be looking at grocery prices like, huh? 6 avocados is $14 at Costco. 6 avocados is $3 at Trader Joe's. I just be getting aggravated because I'm 24. Why do I have to do my 20s in a pandemic, in a recession? Like, why? I have to look for a fucking house right now in a recession. Avocados is $14. Nigga, what? They talking about eggs. We got bigger fish to fry. You could buy a chicken and have plenty of eggs. It's the avocados for me that I'm like, wait a damn minute now. Produce getting expensive.
If y'all did not think we were cooked before, I just went to Walgreens because I needed deodorant, and then I had a coupon for mascara, and I'm running out of mascara, so I was like, great, I get $7 off if I buy 2 items from L'Oreal. So I got these and this, and these 2 Dove deodorants. Guess how much it was before I used rewards? 68 US dollars! 68! If y'all thought we were not cooked before, we're fucking cooked now.
People are out here doing mental gymnastics in the aisles, calculating every item like it's a math test just to feed their families. The wild part? No one seems to be addressing it. The prices go up, the portions get smaller, and somehow we're just supposed to deal with it.
Who are these people that are affording groceries, going to the grocery store every week, spending $300, $400 a week, and they're just like, whatever. It's cool. It's pocket change. Seriously, not me. Family of 5. I have little children. Little. They're 12, 10, and 5. I don't even have teens living in my house yet. And I'm just like, just went to Market Basket, spent $338, family of 5. That's pretty good, honestly. Only got $20 of non-food stuff, and the only meat I got was sausage, like turkey sausage links, and chicken. Like for the week, not a lot of chicken. And I'm just like, what? How are we doing it? How are you affording groceries? How are we doing this? I remember being a teen and going to my friend's house, or people come to my house, and we would just like eat all the strawberries, all the chips, drink all the orange juice in one day. I wonder if my parents and their parents were like wanting to like wring our necks at that point, you know, because they're like, that is expensive. You just saved $25 in fruit. Obviously it wasn't $25 then, but you get the point. Are you affording groceries comfortably? Should I get a second job? Should I work more? I don't know.
I need somebody to tell me why my husband went to purchase a 7-pack of underwear yesterday. He needs new underwear. Probably hasn't purchased them in like, I don't know, years. You know how it is. Tell me why that package of underwear was $42. $42. I was flabbergasted. $42 for 7 pairs of underwear. If I didn't believe before that inflation is real, I sure do now. I'm baffled.
On my way to go sell some precious family heirlooms because I lost my job and I need to pay rent and eat dinner tonight. So that's what we're gonna do, but it's okay because it's just stuff. Or I am not crashing out. I'm not upset because my neck is barren. My favorite necklace is gone, but it's okay. I'm not upset about it. It's fine. We're gonna go see how much money we got. All right, crash out's over. I got $1,500, so I'm feeling a lot better about the situation because now I can pay my bills, baby. Now we're back up and running. We're back in the green, puppy.
How much are y'all spending on groceries? Because $492 on groceries without food stamps is crazy work. Let's go grocery shopping for me and my 6 kids. I hope I can stay under budget. I go soft about $5. Do y'all remember these? This is all I ate growing up. $598. Ridiculous. What do you do when you're done all you can? $500 some dollars on the groceries. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little confused on what my mom and daddy used to mean when they said we don't have McDonald's money. Because in this type of economy, the groceries are grocerying and they're expensive. You can get milk, but you can't afford the cereal. You wanna make spaghetti, but you can only afford the noodles. So what's tea? Because the McDonald's $5 meal, that Happy Meal, is sounding a little bit more reasonable these days.
Serious question here. How much are you spending a week on groceries? I was just having this conversation the other day with my friends, and They're like, yeah, I'm spending like $100 a week on groceries. And I'm like, I'm spending at least close to $300 a week on groceries. Sometimes more, sometimes less, but definitely close to $300 a week. Anytime I step into Publix or Wegmans, I can get like 5 items and it's definitely going to be like $100 minimum. It's crazy. I do buy a lot of organic foods. Wegmans, I love their like pre-made foods that all you have to do is put in the oven. I buy like a ton of those for myself usually because I work from home and I don't have a lot of time to cook lunch. But those are expensive. They're like $10 to $12 for each of them. And I work from home, 5 days a week. And then you have the weekends. So I'm spending close to like $300 a week. And I'm kind of sick of it. Like I'm sick of how much things cost in general, but how expensive groceries are. And I just want to know like how much, and I have a family of 5, so myself, my husband, and 3 children. 2 of my kids wear pull-ups at night. They're fully potty trained during the day, but they do wear pull-ups at night, so obviously that's extra costs. And then of course paper towels, toilet paper, things like that. We go through those so fast. I buy a lot of organic foods, things like that, so it's just really expensive. And I just want to know like average cost for where you live. Like, what are you spending a week on groceries? I live in North Carolina, and I go to Wegmans, Trader Joe's, Publix, Target, Harris Teeter. I'm not big on like, and I hate to say this, but I really don't look at like how much things cost. I really should, but if I want something, I just buy it, and I need to get better about that. But I know like organic food is just going to cost me more, and I'm like, are there places I should go that organic food costs less? If so, I need to go to those places. But I just want to know like how much does your family spend a week on groceries, and what are your like money saving tips when it comes to that? Now, mind you, like I do have a grocery budget, and it's like $250 a week usually is my grocery budget. And I usually hit that pretty quickly. And I'm like, am I the only one who's spending this much money on groceries? Like, this is embarrassing. So I'm just curious, where you are in the world, what are you spending?
I can't be the only one. I'm in Utah, and yesterday we went to the grocery store, and this has happened several times in the last couple of months, where the grocery store attendant, this was actually the manager at the checkout, stating that grocery prices are going to go up. Is anyone else experiencing this? What are your thoughts?
I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm over these prices on everything. I just left from Walmart. I spent almost $200 on nothing. On nothing at all. Nothing at all. I ain't broke. I don't mind spending it. I don't mind spending it at all. Sometimes you be like, okay, I'm gonna spend some money for sure. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. Nothing on my receipt is over $15. And it's not a long receipt. I don't think I got that much for almost $180 worth of shit. There's no way. There's no way. I kept looking at the receipt, looking at my shit, looking at the receipt, looking at my shit. They had to give me. They had to give me. I calculated everything on this receipt. Like, there's no way. The receipt is right. The receipt is right. Wow. I feel like I didn't get shit. So I don't feel like it was worth $180. And that's disappointing. Like, if I would have got some big shit, like something on this list over $15, I'm like, okay. But I didn't spend over $15 on one item. I'm stressed.
Oh, how are we doing? Went to the grocery store. Let me show you what I got. It was just a quick run. Trash bags, a few command strips, only 2 pre-made food things, and 2 little Easter basket type things that I'm gonna put in. Little magnets. That's it. That's all I got. $121.
I've been walking around this house confused as hell since I've been back from the grocery store. I just spent $78.39 and nothing can go in my mouth or my belly. Bitch, I'm finna take this shit back. Let me show you guys what I got. I've been trying to figure out if I've been got. Nothing here can go in my belly at all. While I was at the register, I kept looking to see if I was scanning things more than once. I stopped at my car. I said, this can't be right. Now I'm home and I just carried in 3 bags that I could have brought in on my bad shoulder, my bad arm. And I said, this is not lining up. What did I get? What the hell type shit is this? This is all I got. This all I got. What is this? Now, I got 1 potting mix downstairs. I'm ready to put up the buggy. I see this hanging off at the side. So this one was free. Do you think I was going to walk back in there and say, hello, sir? I forgot to pay for this. I made it outside. Okay. So this one was on the side. Didn't see it. I just said, I don't know. I feel like things are missing from my cart. I'm pulling off, about to go about my business. Why do I see my earthworm casting outside? Nobody ran over it, no nothing. I picked that bitch up because this one was free too. If you think I was gonna go back inside and volunteer, my receipt is $78.39 and I don't have anything to eat. And I bought a case of water for $3. You think I was gonna go back inside and offer up my money? I gotta take something back.
Here's a very hot take that is probably going to piss some people off. America does not have as much of a price of living problem as we do a financial literacy problem. This is not me saying that the price of living is not very, very high in the States, but what I am saying is that people live and spend money completely out of their means because it is very normalized. This was brought to my attention by a finance college professor that I had during a unit on inflation, and the whole class was kind of like bitching and moaning about inflation, myself included, and our professor kind of like snapped on us. He was like, you know what's the problem is that people keep raising prices, but you guys keep buying stuff, all right? And it's not just groceries and food, it's the fun stuff, right? The novelties and the luxury stuff, like you keep buying it, okay? The prices go up, things are harder to afford, and you keep buying it. I'm not talking about eggs. I was inspired to make this video, okay, after I heard, like, on the 20th, DoorDash and Klarna have partnered together. When you dash your groceries or other things from the store, or even just fast food, you can now split up your payment, or you will owe installments to Klarna. Okay, newsflash, if you cannot afford to pay in full for something to be delivered to you, don't buy it. Just walk. Drive, anything, get it yourself. It's been so normalized to spend out of your means that now we are here in this situation where we have to split up payments for a $20 DoorDash.
So this cost $85 yesterday at Whole Foods. Take a second to really let that sink in. This 2 years ago probably would have cost $55 at most. Now they tell us that inflation has only been like 4 or 5%, but they're not telling us the full extent and the actual truth. They're just trying to not make everyone panic, because then the economy would really go to shit really quick. But this is just the tip of the iceberg, guys. It's going to get a lot worse in terms of the economy. Everything is going to keep getting more expensive, and the value of the dollar is going to go down at the same time.
This is what I'm struggling with in America right now in my 20s. Why is everything so expensive? Why am I making more money waitressing than I would make using my college degree? I barely have a life. I have 2 days off and I work Wednesday to Sunday, doubling just to pay my bills. At 22 years old, all of my bills are in my name. I have no help. How are y'all affording housing? In Myrtle Beach, a 1-bedroom apartment is $1,500. Bullshit. Bullshit. How are y'all getting insurance, going to the doctor, getting medicine? And then some of us are trying to be TikTok influencers. Who knows where that's going to get me? Me and my boyfriend are saving, but we barely see each other during the week, and it feels like we're working our asses off for nothing. Do we need to move somewhere for a better job opportunity that we don't know about? Do any of y'all really know what you want to do with your life right now? It is so scary being in America right now. If you can relate to this, if you have any advice, please comment and let me know. It's ridiculous.
Have y'all seen the trend where people are posting their past grocery orders from a couple years ago and comparing it till now and looking at the inflation rate? This shit is crazy. Read this shit. My husband and I were talking last night about how a 12-pack of drinks is now $9 and how in 2020 I used to buy them 4 for $10. I decided to go back into my Walmart app and see what I was paying for a random grocery order. In January of 2020, I paid $70.20 for 30 items. I added all of them into the cart again and repurchased them today. Today, Those 30 items were $165.42. That is a $95.22 price increase in 4 years' time. That's a 135.6% inflation percentage. We can't go on living like this. I can't be the only one who feels this way. You know what? No, you're not the only one. Matter of fact, I ordered some shit from Walmart the other day and spent $100. Let me show you what I got. Now, I probably should have laid everything out so y'all could see it, but as you can see, it's really not that much. All that shit cost me $113 at Walmart, of all places.
How are y'all making it? No, literally, how are y'all making it? Because little backstory, I decided back in January that I was going to monetize on this app. Every dollar I made, no matter how big, how small, was going to go to a savings account, and that was going to be money for a down payment on our house. Because if you don't know, me, my husband, and our 2 kids are living with my parents. Spoiler alert, that's not happening. We're having to take that money I'm making and use it to get by until the next week, on top of my husband's income. My husband's making the most money he's ever made, and this is the brokest we've ever been. Make it make sense. I'm not a bougie bitch. I might get my lashes done, but my friends do my hair. I don't get my nails done. Like, I'm really not that high maintenance. We try to live within our means. We truly do. It's like, no matter how much you don't go out to eat, no matter how much you don't spend money, you're still gonna be broke. Why? Because that is the world that we live in. So I know I'm not as educated as I should be when it comes to voting. All I know is that shit was a lot better 4 years ago. I could afford to breathe, and I had my own house. Right now, nobody can afford housing. Nobody can afford food. And if you can, congratulations.
Okay, y'all, I might be an unk for real, because since when is cereal $8 a box? What the hell? And the box looks smaller than it ever was. Let me find out. Not only are they inflating prices, but they're making the boxes smaller. Like, I don't know because, you know, I wasn't paying for shit, but I'm almost positive that cereal was never almost $10 a box for a little ass box. Like, am I tripping? Gee, am I tripping? Has cereal always been this high? Is it just I was a broke best friend?
I guess. I don't know. I never paid for it.
I don't be eating cereal no more. I literally was just gonna grab a box because, you know, nostalgia, but okay, he acting like it's normal. Maybe I'm just broke as shit. Matter of fact, I know he lying because the way me and my sister used to go through cereal, if my mom was paying $10 per box, she would have been whooping our ass. I don't know what's going on, but they need to fix it ASAP.
Having a job and still being broke gotta be like the top 2 worst feelings in the fucking world. Cause it's like I'm working, but where the fuck is my money? Like,